Representative of the National Alliance of Women's Organization Youth Caucus. Amy is 17 years old and currently studying A-levels at Stroud High School in geography, philosophy and ethics, English literature, and theater studies. She participates in the Debating Society and runs the Key Stage 3 Drama Club. She loves drama and wants to help others to enjoy performing in public, at the same time developing her leadership and mentoring skills. She's assistant director of the production of The Wiz this year, and she has been a prefect, and this year is the House competition leader, which requires the organization of regular competition. She isn't very busy, you know. And she also has hobbies. They're badminton, drama, cooking, photography, and filmmaking. She's interested in women's rights and the inequalities that exist across the world. The A-levels that she is studying are helping her to better understand some of these issues. Her research topic for philosophy and ethics A-level is sexism and the historical and future attitudes towards it. She's happy to attend CSW 58 and sees it as an opportunity to develop her understanding of women's issues on a global basis, government's response to the MDGs, and to enable young people's views and opinions to be heard at this forum. She will be the organizer of the Youth Caucus Representative 2014 blog, as media is a great way to present young people's views on these important matters. I quote Amy, who said, "Stopping gender-based violence is a call for action for future generations." Amy?
Well, good afternoon. First of all, I'd like to say it's a great honour and opportunity to be speaking to such a distinguished audience today, and I'd like to thank Zonta for having me. As stated in the World Health Organization report in 2010, gender-based violence is a major public health issue, as well as a violation of women's rights. The United Nations describes gender-based violence as violence that is directly against a woman because she is a woman, or violence that affects a woman disproportionately. A very well-known current example that I'm sure you've all heard of is that of 16-year-old Malala, who was shot by the Taliban for simply going to school. This was a huge wake-up call for many young people across the world. Even my sister at age 13 is currently reading her book. In some perverse way, what happened to Malala has helped create awareness of the inequalities that exist in the world today, and to give a message to young women like myself that we can and must be strong, and we should use that strength to make a difference in today's society. Research has shown me that violence against women and girls can happen anywhere, to anyone, any race, religion, culture, economic status. A recent report developed by a number of organisations, including the World Health Organization, states that 35% of women worldwide have experienced either physical or sexual violence by either a partner or non-partner. This report also states that violence is not inevitable and it can be prevented. There is a clear need to scale up efforts across a range of sectors, both to prevent violence from happening in the first place and to provide necessary services for those women who have experienced it in the first place. I have read many great words on improving the plight for women's rights, and there appear to be many campaigns and aspirations in place globally. But I found it quite difficult to identify evidence to show what is actually happening on the ground to affect and deliver change. According to the NAWO report, there is only one strategy for preventing intimate partner violence that can be classified as effective at preventing actual violence. This is the use of school-based programs to prevent violence within dating relationships. The UK government recently rejected an amendment to the Children's Family Bill for children to have lessons on relationships within the natural curriculum. The government rejected this bill as they felt that school lessons are better spent on academic subjects. Whilst I agree that we go to school to learn, I do believe this was a missed opportunity. Young people, both boys and girls, need to learn what is not right and what is right within a healthy relationship, and have the necessary tools to empower them from a young age. Some of us will learn a lot from our parents, but there are many young people who do not have this opportunity. Young people need good quality information presented in a safe environment. Otherwise, our main influences will be from what we can get online, on our phones, from social networking, photography, pornography, advertising, and music. Social networking is one of the largest growing industries worldwide. Texting, email, Facebook, Twitter, Tumblr, Instagram, and there are loads more, and those are just the ones that I have on my phone. We currently have access to the internet 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. When we visit friends' houses or go to a coffee shop, the first thing I ask is, what's the Wi-Fi password? This is the world that we live in today, and I don't see this changing. The internet and social networking is fantastic for communicating with friends and sharing your thoughts and feelings. But it also exposes young people to violence and pornography, especially boys. And this is perhaps one of the biggest issues that we have in modern society today. I attend a school which tries to educate us on the dangers that come from the internet and social media. But please believe me when I say that most of the boys I know have access to pornography on their phone. This creates false expectations of what they should expect in a relationship. Drugs and alcohol are one of the leading causes of violence and gender-based violence within the United Kingdom. Young people in the UK have easy access to alcohol and drugs, and many people I know are looking for the next legal or illegal high. We all love music and iPods and constantly have music attached to our ears, but it is shocking some of the language that is presented and the visual imagery that many artists use, which promote women in a negative way or appear to glamorize or normalize violence. An example of a recent #1 hit, Timber, by the rapper Pitbull, that personally I listen to quite a bit, includes the lyrics like, I have them like Miley Cyrus, clothes off, twerking in their thongs, face down and arse up. Ratings for music, film, games and videos online do not work. It is so easy for young people to get around these. Solving the problem after production does not solve the issue. This needs to be tackled at an industry level worldwide. The world of advertising is a powerful medium for communicating, and perhaps we need to consider how best to use this to influence young people today, who tend not to read information and are more influenced by what they hear or see. Personally, I feel that this would be a fantastic way to promote gender-based violence. I've been most impressed by all the research and literature available about gender-based violence. During the conference this week, there will be many discussions, debates and proposals for change around the world. But the old saying that action speaks louder than words comes to mind. I will use the power of the media and social networking to promote what I learn and to help women work towards equality and empowerment. Young people like myself are the parents, teachers and lawmakers of the future. There is a famous quote, mighty oaks will grow from small acorns. I feel that this is perhaps more relevant than ever before. Thank you for listening.